welcome to my channel. So today, this is the look I was able to come up with for you guys. It was just me playing around in some makeup and just having some makeup therapy. This quarantine has got a girl bored and stressed and depressed. So I was just playing around in some makeup. I really like how this came out. Thanks you guys for joining me today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you can get alerts every time I post a new video. I'm trying to be a lot more consistent this year, this quarantine. Nothing to do, so hopefully I can actually keep up and give you guys more content. Comment down below, let me know what you think of this look. If you want to see how I achieved it, get your makeup brushes, get your stuff ready, and follow along. Okay, so I'm starting off, brows are already done as you can see. So starting off with my Louise base in the shade Rumor number 2. I'm just gonna apply a little of that base to the brush and then blend that out on my lid. So just a dot really, and I'm just gonna spread that between both lids. I'm gonna bring that base up pretty high towards the brow, just so I have a nice clean transition. And then I'm gonna go back in it with the same brush that I originally used to blend out, that I normally use to blend out my concealer under my brow. And I'm just gonna go around the edges just so that is nice and even. A nice clean transition between colors. So using this Morphe M505 brush, it's just a nice blending fluffy brush. I'm gonna go into my Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. And I'm just gonna use the Not My Journey, which is a dark, not a dark, but it's a nice bright purple. And I think I'm just gonna start by building on the outer corner. Wow, that's some pigment. And then I'm just gonna clean that up a little higher. So this, I want it to be like soft, smoked out. I don't want too much harshness. I'm gonna do like a light cut crease towards the front maybe. And then the rest I just want like this, like kind of smoked and winged out a little bit. That's about it. I'm just gonna really pack that color on. I wanna get the best pigment I can get. Now going in with the Morphe M562 brush. It's just this tiny little fluffy blending brush. And I'm gonna go in with Lolly Mama from the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. And I'm gonna use this color. I'm gonna get a good amount. I might even mix that with Tipsy Girl too, just to be a little brighter pink. And I'm gonna start right at the edge, and I'm just gonna blend that color out here. And I'm only gonna cover where that purple is because I think I might do another color towards the front maybe. So I'm just gonna blend that and buff that up towards the brow, blending out that edge of the purple so it's no harshness there. And I'm even gonna go like slightly around the edges of that purple too. I might go back in and depending on how it looks. But we're just gonna blend, blend, blend. And this is when you're doing stuff like this and you want a good blended transition, you gotta go back and forth with your brushes to get the look you want. So I'm just buffing that in. Took away from some of that pink. So without adding anything to my brush, I'm just gonna try to blend that up just a little bit higher, that pink. So my eyes are hooded, so when I open my eyes, a lot of what I do down below gets taken away. Like you can't really see it. So every time I'm doing my eyeshadow, I pretty much use all the space that I have. So that way you can get the most out of your eyeshadow look. If you have the space, use it, you know? Work with it. So going in with this fluffy brush, I am going to take No Joke from the same Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, and I am going to build that in the front of the eye. It does have a lot of pigment, but I don't think I had enough base. I think when I blended out my concealer there, it kind of made it a little too dark. My base is a lot lighter than my concealer. So I'm just going back and forth and really trying to build that yellow. Using my Morphe Jeffree Star JS11 to cut my crease. Now that I'm done with my cut creases and I'm satisfied, I'm just gonna go with the Morphe M505 brush, that same fluffy brush I used for the purple originally, and I'm gonna go back into Not My Journey from the Jaclyn Hill Volt 2 palette, and I'm just gonna blend out those edges. I've kind of brought my cut crease over a little bit more than I wanted to, so I'm just gonna take away and blend those edges together. So when I go with my other colors, it's a nice soft transition. And this old e.l.f. Eyeshadow brush, it's just a flat brush. And I'm gonna use my Juvia's Place Masquerade Mini palette and I'm gonna use that first blue shade on the corner. That one is called Zola. Start by placing that color towards the front of the eye. Using Donyeah from the Juvia's Masquerade Mini palette, I'm going to place that color right next to this one. As you can see, I left the tiniest space there. I think I want to put another color. So using the same palette, the Masquerade Mini, I'm going to use, I think that says Ma, and it's like a green shimmer. And I'm just gonna place that right there and blend that on top of that blue a little bit, just so it can pop. And now I'm just making sure I'm blending it between that purple and that green so there's no harshness. Next, using my Bag Out Bang, I'm just gonna do a thin coat on my top lashes, and then I'm gonna pop on some lashes and I'll be right back. Now that the lashes are on, so just some Ardelle lashes, y'all know me, nothing too expensive. Now I'm just gonna go in with my e.l.f. Putty Primer. Love this stuff. This is, I think, just a universal sheer. And I'm just gonna take my finger and then like start applying that. So this is pretty thick. It's almost like a cream. So I like to like rub it to get it where I need it first. And then you'll see me go back in and like really press it into my pores. Mercier translucent powder. Yeah, this is just a translucent one. And I'm just gonna take this flat top e.l.f. fluffy brush, like flat top brush, and press it into my powder. Tap some of that off. So about that much, and I'm just gonna press it in and set that e.l.f. Putty Primer. And that's it. And you just need a really thin layer. People like always ask me why, but it gives me such a smooth base. Like I just can't not set my primer anymore. Like it just doesn't make sense if I don't do it. And you could definitely see the difference. But I don't know if in the camera you could tell, but I barely have any visible pores at this point. So I don't even have it on any foundation, and I have no like visible pores right now. So that just shows how great it is. After my face is set, my sponge is already wet, and I'm just using my Real Technique sponge. I damp it, I squeeze it under water like this, let it get nice and big, squeeze it out, and then you're good to use it. If you do it in the beginning, by the time you finish your makeup, you'll be straight. So using my Smashbox Studio Skin Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation in the shade 4.3. It's a deep neutral tone. So I'm just gonna place, so this is super full coverage. So if you've seen any of my other videos, it seems like I probably use a lot more than this, but I'm gonna start off with just a little and build it because this tends to be like very full coverage, so I don't need a lot. Now I'm just gonna take this sponge and spray the front of it with the Fix Plus. And just use that to blend. So that's a very thin layer, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, I could use more. So just going right back in, add in a little pebble. It's a little pebble. I'm gonna spray that again with the Fix Plus and just add to where I need. So I'm like here on my cheeks, over here, chin. Now that my foundation is on, I'm gonna go with my foundation, my concealer, Can't Stop Won't Stop from NYX in the shade Warm Honey. I'm being generous. Same thing on the other side. A little bit here. Same sponge. Now I'm just going to use the pointier edge because I can get really up in those corners, and I'm just going to spray that again and just blend that out. Getting my Laura Mercier powder, the same one I used to set my primer, and I'm getting that ready. So as soon as I'm done and I'm nice and snatched underneath these eyes, I can go in and start setting right away, so I don't set any creases and I'm nice and smooth. Okay. And I'm just gonna use that same sponge. So I'm just trying to set my smile lines in place too, because they tend to come back a little too much during the day, and that'd be killing me like throughout the day. That seems to be the one spot that I just can't get away from. I used a lot of powder today, y'all. I'm trying to be snatched. So just using the side that I used to blend on my foundation, I'm going to just blend out, or press in, I should say, that powder. Okay, now underneath my eyes, sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't, but I did use quite a bit of powder, so I'm just gonna press some of that in. I'm not gonna press it all because I don't want to look too dry. I'm gonna go in with my Ulta Beauty contour palette, this one, and I'm gonna use these shades here mixed together, and I'm going to use those just to dust away underneath my eyes, using this like flat fluffy brush. And when I'm dusting, I'm not pressing too hard because I don't want to disturb any of the makeup really. I just want to take away some of that powder. And then those places that I also set, I'm going to use those same three colors and just dust away, just to bring back some tanness to the face so it doesn't look so white from the powder. I think I got this in a boxy charm, maybe even an Ipsy, I'm not sure, but it's just a powder brush. That's all it says. It doesn't have like a name or anything, and it's like kind of like this. And I'm gonna use this Barely There. Yeah, I can tell this is the struggle right now. I haven't been to work, and I have, like, due to the quarantine, I haven't been able to work, so I haven't really been buying any makeup, and I'm running out of things that I need. But I'm gonna I have a backup that I can get from the drugstore that I really love, because I'm not big on ordering stuff, because I like to get it right away. I'll order it if I need to or for something I really want, but if I can buy it in the store, I'd just rather buy it in the store so I can have it right then and there. So I'm just gonna use that to contour. You see, I can still get some out of here. And I'm just gonna use circular motions, back and forth windshield wiper motions, just to build that color and blend it out. Now going back in with that same sponge, I am just going to get a little bit of that powder, the Mercier powder. MAC 168, like it's like a stippling kind of brush, and I'm gonna go in with my NYX Sweet Cheeks matte blush in the color Red Riot. This is the one without shimmer. I'm just gonna give myself a little grin, and I love this because it's so soft yet so pigmented. You can build it. So this brush actually helped to wipe some of that away. I like to be blushed. Okay, boom. I'm going to take that same dark color that I used to contour my cheeks, and I'm just gonna contour this chubby nose real quick. So I already took away from that yellow quite a bit. Hopefully you guys can still see it. You can see it in person, it's just very dull, I feel like. And I'm trying not to take away from that too much. I'm just gonna contour my nose. Now you can see I'm really just doing anything. I'm not being like super precise or anything like some girls. It's just too much for me. And then I like to contour the bottom. Going back in with that same brush that I used to contour, I'm just gonna dust away that last little bit of powder. See? Nice and snap. I'm gonna use this e.l.f. smudge brush. Just this little like flat brush here, and I'm just gonna use the tip of it and going with Not My Journey from the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2, and I'm just gonna connect the purple from the top with the edge here. Okay, so going in with this fluffy brush, I am going to use the same two colors I used before for the top, Lolly Mama and Tipsy Girl. I'm going to mix those two colors together and only buff where I put that purple. And then same thing on the other eye. Boom. So because I really want that yellow to pop in that inner corner, I'm going to take a little bit of my Louise base with that same flat brush I used to cut my crease and just get a little bit on the tip, and I'm just gonna blend that out right up under here. So I'm just gonna use another flat brush and go in with that yellow and place it right on top of that base. And blend that out towards the pink and purple. Okay, so now using this really tiny shadow brush, I am going to go in with my Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette, and I'm gonna use Drippin' in Diamonds. I think instead of Drippin' in Diamonds, I'm gonna use Rich Girl. It's a little bit more silvery. And I'm just gonna place that right in the inner corner. Now, I think I'm gonna try this. I haven't used it yet. I had got it for free. It's called Matalist Liquid Glitter Toppers from Touch of Soul. Looks like this, very pretty. And I'm gonna use this icy white here. You just pop them out, which is pretty cool. This is super cute. And I'm just going to get a nice amount on the tip, and I'm gonna place that right over that inner corner highlight. Just gonna add one more thing, which is my LA Girl Shockwave liner, the neon pink. Love these liners, man. They're so pigmented, so beautiful. So I'm just gonna take that and place that in my waterline. And everything's pretty much done. I'm just going to set my face with my MAC Fix Plus setting spray. Ooh, child. I'm gonna also add a little bit of my Morphe Luminous setting spray. Bag out bang. I love this mascara for lashes in general because it gives great volume and length, but it's great for the bottom too because it can really catch those lashes without like a super big brush that makes everything all messy sometimes. And then using my Benefit roller liner, the mini, I'm just gonna put my beauty marks back. Okay, so now finishing off my face with my Morphe Jeffree Star JS4 highlighter brush and my Juvia's Place, the Royalty One by Juvia's loose highlighter. Super pretty. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and highlight our face. Wow. On my nose, bridge of my nose, tip. I just want to like take this brush, the same brush, and I'm just going to push it to the side just to get like a little bit of a thinner tip for it. Dip it into that, and I'm going to use that curved edge to highlight underneath my brow. Look at that glitter, yo. Very pretty. Same thing. So I just got dressed really quick and I had to go grab my KKW Beauty lip liner in the shade Nude 3. I'm just gonna use that to line my lips. will be using Dubai. It's a NYX Butter Gloss in Dubai. It's just a brown, about the same color as my lips. Maybe a tad bit lighter. And I'm just gonna place that all over. And then going in with London, another NYX Butter Gloss. And I'm going to just place that right here. More towards the center for more ombre effect. And just going back and forth with Dubai. I'm just gonna blend out those edges. And that's it. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye now.